In 1922, a chilling and still unsolved murder took place on a remote farmstead in Germany, known as Hinterkaifeck. The victims were 6 members of the Gruber family: Andreas Gruber, his wife Cecilia, their daughter Victoria, and her children, 7-year-old Cecilia and 2-year-old Joseph. The family also employed a maid, Maria Baumgartner, who was staying with them at the time. What makes this case especially eerie is the strange events leading up to the murders. A few days before the deaths, Andreas Gruber told neighbors he had found strange footprints in the snow, leading from the woods to the farm, but none leading away. He also reported hearing noises coming from the attic, which he assumed were caused by someone living up there. Despite his concerns, he never investigated further. The murders took place on the night of March 31st, 1922. The entire family was killed with a mattock, and the killer seemingly spent hours in the house, even using the family's own food and staying overnight. After the murders, the killer continued to visit the farm over the following days, even staying in the attic for short periods. Strangely, the animals on the farm were left unharmed, and the murderer cleaned up after themselves. A search was initiated after the Grubers failed to show up for church services, and the bodies were discovered. The investigation turned up no conclusive evidence, though a number of strange details emerged. For example, the killer had been using the family's belongings and continuing to live in the house, which suggested that the murderer knew the family. But despite numerous leads and suspects, the case remains unsolved. The most unnerving part of this story is that, even today, people believe the killer could have been someone who had been living secretly in the attic for days, or even longer, unbeknownst to the family. No one ever came forward with concrete information, and the Hinterkaifeck farm has since become a notorious site for those fascinated by true crime and paranormal mysteries.